Welcome back to the Pueblo County Sports Experience. I'm Bellina Cipriani, and today I'm joined with
Brynn Hambric, the drum major.
Lily Oringdulph, the color guard captain.
Luisa Arreola, mellophone player.
All right. I'm so excited to have you guys on today, and I have a special little gift for you guys. It's a sticker for it. So, Brynn, if you would just pass that around.
Thank you.
So, if you guys don't know, these are our state champions from our band. Super exciting to have on the podcast today. So I have a few questions to ask you. And number one, I feel like is the very obvious question. How do you guys feel after the state win October 27th?
It feels so good. It feels like we really deserved it. We put in a lot of hard work. I think our past shows were good, but they weren't this good.
Yeah.
It feels good to win.
Yeah, I think I just know personally, like with the guard, I think everybody improved so much and put in so much work throughout the entire season that it just really showed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty surreal because this year, because in past years, like our freshmen, they haven't really been, we could say, locked in?
Yeah.
Locked in. And this year, like everyone locked in, and it's just a great experience to work with people that actually want to do this.
Yeah, no, it was an amazing show. I mean, I was there for a lot of your competitions. At state, my mom was on FaceTime with me, so I was watching the final performance. That. Yeah. And it was so great. Did you go in like thinking you were going to get the win, or were you still very unsure of where you were actually going to land?
See, in the past years, we get to semifinals, and we could do great in semifinals. We could take first. And then Devlin just pulls ahead just by a little bit. Mm-hmm. So in my heart, I was like, well, if we do this, like, we're really going to do this. But, I wouldn't be surprised if Devlin pulled ahead anyway. So.
I agree. Like with how common it was in the past to be like, oh, we got this. And then like, it was just like a little bit or something very, very small, like a 1/10 of a point or something like that actually ended up setting them above us. So it was, I don't know, it was like on the fence kind of.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I never go into a competition saying, oh my gosh, I know we're going to get first place now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So this may be kind of controversial, and I can totally cut this out afterwards if I need to. But did you guys see the two parents run across the field? Like, did that affect you guys?
Gosh, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
Don't like name names, but did that...
I don't even know the names of the parents, but it did happen. Like I saw.
I only knew one of the parents that ran across, but I was standing right there as like Colton was yelling at him too, like, ladies, no, get off the field. And I watched her finish the run across the field, and I was like, okay.
So I was on the backfield. I was like marching with all the stuff like back because we set up right before, and I saw them running, and I was like, huh, that's weird. I didn't think that was allowed. So it's not.
Yeah. I mean, we would just see, like we saw them coming across the field, and Mueller just goes, oh my gosh, what are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? He looks so concerned. What was it? A fourth of a point?
Yeah, it was a fourth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I was on FaceTime, and all of a sudden they're like, they weren't supposed to go on the field. And I was like, who went on the field?
It was literally like 30 seconds before we were supposed to go on the field.
Yeah.
Well, because I mean, I was walking and I was like, oh, that's weird.
Well, I know like my brother did not see it, so he had no clue. So like he was like, what do you mean people were on the field? So people were like having to tell him. And I was like, so I wonder what your guys' like thoughts on it were, your opinions. Because did it make you more nervous, or did it make you like, okay, we have to go out there and do even better?
Well, yeah.
Obviously,
we had to go out there and do even better. It frustrated me, but I was like, okay, whatever, blow it off. You got a performance to do. You got to do your best. Make sure that this band does their best.
Yeah. Kind of all you can control is like yourself. So like you have to just put forth your best for the show.
Yeah. No, of course. Was there a moment in this like journey of this whole entire show where you kind of knew like, okay, this is the show that actually is going to win this? Like, was there a specific moment?
I definitely felt it, especially at practices when I was up on that podium. I was watching all these kids, and I'm like, wow, they're doing a really good job. Like they would hustle to their spots. A lot of the time they're determined, they're doing rep after rep, and they're not losing focus, and very proud. And I was like, wow, these guys are doing awesome. I have some real hope here.
That's amazing.
I think even from the very beginning of the season, I could just tell a shift in everybody that like, oh, we really want it. Like everybody wanted to be there, wanted to work, and wanted to make it like, the best band it could be. And so I think it was like a big build up, and it was like simmering below the surface for like the whole season. It was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, just like thinking that our show was a very unique show because not everyone puts a one wheel on the field. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And at first we didn't even know if that was allowed. So I just think our show being unique really helped us out this year.
Yeah, no, it really was unique. My favorite part was the glasses, like of the uniform.
Oh my gosh.
They were so fun.
Yeah. Which going into this, Lily, I have a question about the uniforms specifically, like for color guard. Where did the idea for the wigs come in?
Okay, so our guard coach just had the random idea that we're like, oh my gosh, what if we did pink wigs? Like, first off, it was like as a joke, but then after our first performance, we had done space buns, like for our space show, and then we're like, oh, well, you can't see you girls on the field because like our dark costumes against the turf, like you couldn't really see us. So we're like, I think we really do need to do the wigs. And this, like on the day of regionals, we got them delivered to a 7-Eleven halfway through the day. So we did the first performance of the day without wigs, the second one with them. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, I think I was there for that. And I was like, I remember being like, look, that's County with wigs on. And everyone's like, no. And I was like, yes. I don't know why, but they have wigs all of a sudden. I think it really added. They were personally like another one of my favorite parts.
There were very mixed feelings within the guard about who wanted to do them and who liked them. But I think overall it was just like it really added to the whole effect.
They're a hassle to get on, aren't they? Like it was a process probably for you guys.
It was a process and we had to cut them. We had to get scissors at the competitions and like trim them, and then people had brushes. There was pink hair everywhere, and it never goes away. Like it's still kind of lingering on some things. It's just
Okay, so that's horrible. I didn't know you guys had to do that.
It was really funny.
You're like a barber shop back there trimming your wigs.
I remember the day of regionals, we got back to the bus and I'm watching these guards put on their wig, all the guard girls, and they have like some of them, their bangs are like here. Some of them, the wigs like lopsided. And it was a process, but
we didn't know.
We trusted it.
We had hardly any time to get ready. We're putting on these wigs like, oh my gosh, these are in terrible shape. How are we supposed to do this? So like right before we were like chopping all of them and like trying to fix them. And some of them were really good and some of them were really bad.
I would be so worried it was going to fall off my head. Like,
yeah. Okay, especially because at the very beginning, if you could see it, like all the guard in the front does like a back bend, basically. Yeah. So it was like the first time we were like, oh, is this going to stay on my head?
It would have been funny, but like not funny. Like,
it would have been a little bit.
A little. Like in the moment, I would have been like, ooh. And then after, I would have been like, okay. That was actually pretty funny. Okay, so going off of that, I guess, kind of changing it up, what was the hardest part of the show for each of you? And I know you're all going to have very different answers because you guys did very different things between the three of you. So
getting all the flags together was hard throughout the entire show, but the hardest part for sure was at the very end of the last movement when it's slower, when you have like the white flags. Yeah. So hard to get together, but I watched the state recording after we had already won and I started crying because it was so together and we worked so hard to get that together. I was just so proud of everybody. Yeah. So, but that was definitely the hardest.
I think for me, it was just probably my solo because I wasn't the original singer.
Yeah.
It was Ellie and Mayless. So I just had to learn the song because I really didn't know the song. And I also had to me and Peyton came up with some choreo. Yeah. And it was all just very like last minute.
Okay, I got mine. My hardest part was getting everybody up to tempo at the very, very, very beginning of everything. Okay. Like having the right tempo and having them follow me. Sometimes I'd have to like give them the eyeball. Like, hey, I have the tempo. You watch me.
Yeah. So what exactly goes into being a drum major? Because I feel like a lot of people don't really know. And they just see you standing there like moving your hands. But they don't really know what you're doing.
A lot of people look over me. Sometimes I blend into the show. So I'm not as visible as the purple shirts and the cowboy hats and the glasses. But I went to drum major camp the summer before.
Okay.
And I practiced my conducting, which seems crazy, but you really have to practice it. You got to know what you're doing. And, you have to add in the dynamics. You have to, like, keeping tempo was probably something that I worked on the most.
Yeah.
Is being able to keep that internally and make sure I have it, even though they still slowed down. But I mean, and on top of keeping track of Mueller and everything and his microphone and his keys and his water bottle and his binders and his papers, it gets a little stressful, but I would do it again and again every day.
Yeah. What is the process like before your senior year to do it? Like, did you have it in your mind freshman year that you wanted to be a drum major going in?
Freshman year, if you asked me, are you going to be a drum major? I would have said, what's a drum major? I wasn't even in band my freshman year. I joined my sophomore year.
Okay.
But my freshman year, I was a big fan of the band.
Okay.
I'd always watch them and I loved going to football games just to watch them. And then I think it was the end of my junior year when we were applying for leadership roles that I was like, maybe I should apply for drum major. That sounds cool, right?
Right, yeah.
It's a cool title, whatever. I didn't realize I'd love it so much, but I was the only one who ran for drum major, so I got it anyway,
yeah.
But
yeah. So going off of that, because I did not know you didn't join until your sophomore year, how did you get into color guard band? And Brynn, if you have more you want to add about how you got into it, you can.
Oh, well, it was my friend who encouraged me.
Yeah.
So she was like, please join band, please join low brass. And I was like, okay, I guess so. And
had you ever played an instrument before? Or no?
Oh, yes. I've played string instruments my whole life, except it was string instruments.
Yeah.
That was my first time on a brass instrument. I like to say strings kid gone brass. But first time on a brass instrument, learned it pretty well, pretty quickly, and sailed through. It was a lot of fun.
So I started playing the piano really, really young, and I still play now. And then I played trumpet and did choir. And then in middle school, we did a parade, and the choir had the opportunity to do color guard. Yeah. And I was like, no, I marched with the trumpet. Turns out I ended up quitting trumpet beginning of my freshman year. I was like, oh, what if I just try color guard? Mm-hmm. And so I ended up auditioning and made it in, and then just stuck with because I loved the people and I loved the band community so much.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, I was in choir since 8th grade, but I started in beginning band here. So I didn't join marching band until my sophomore year.
Okay.
And I think my freshman year, I wasn't even ready to go into like the actual marching band aspect because honestly, I didn't even know how to play my instrument yet. Like I was still very fresh off of my instrument. So I'm just glad that Mueller did give me that opportunity to join marching band my sophomore year.
Yeah, that's really cool. So in band, you guys all have pretty close bonds with everyone there. What exactly do you guys do to build those bonds? And I know you have sections like for your instruments and stuff, but what do you do as a band as a whole to grow the bond and then within your sections to grow the bond?
I think within sections, they do a lot of section bonding and you do sectionals with your sections. So you kind of talk to them, you get helpful criticism, you end up opening up, joking around a little bit, and you just kind of grow from there. And then from there, I think you make different friends in different sections because you stand by someone else or you have the same class as somebody else. And eventually, I think all of those connections just grow together at some point and you get more friends because you're all together with a similar goal.
Yeah.
I think guard is a little bit different because we're pretty isolated from the band for part of the season, but that community grows throughout the entire season. It's just like you get to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, it's like sibling hatred. Like it's you love each other, but it's like a little bit annoying at times. But for the whole band, like at the very beginning of the season when we do band camp, we play games as a whole band. Like I have a picture of a pile of shoes because everybody took off their shoes in the grass field and the grass was wet and we had to make the tallest tower out of the shoes. Like it's just funny little things like that at the end of each practice that kind of build community.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like what Brynn said, it's just like a lot of bonding in your sections because like I'm not gonna get along with this thing like the same way I get along with the clarinet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm just gonna be closer with my section. But I also think just bus rides are a great place to bond with people.
Do you have like a favorite memory from all your years so far of band? Like something that just really sticks out from bus rides, competitions, or even just practices?
I think a memory that comes back to me the most frequent is state level up, my first year in marching band. We and did that performance. And we ended up with you look up and you point up. Love that. And I always think about that because I remember pointing up and I was also looking at Amber, our drum major then.
Yeah.
And she started crying and I was like, wait, we just performed at state and that was like our last time. And it was, I don't know why it comes back to me, but I really liked that. I really liked Level Up.
That's a good memory to have.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Some of my favorite memories are definitely bus rides. Favorite thing that we do is like going to Fargo's after regionals. We always go and eat. And then there's always some characters that show, and it's just so fun. Like we get to, that's when I get to know people too.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like just every time that you go to state and you finish your last run, that's just very memorable because you're never going to do that again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and you're never going to see that show on the field again. So it's just pretty memorable.
Is there like a senior tradition you guys have at all? I know you two are seniors, Brynn and Luis are, and Lily, you still have one more year of all this.
Junior.
But yeah, what is like a senior tradition you have or like stuff like that?
One of the senior traditions we have is the senior run.
Yes.
We do that the last practice of any of our performances. We have a senior run where all the seniors go out there and they perform for us, and we get to watch them do the last practice of it. And it's always a good time.
Yeah.
It kind of hits you there that you're like, wow, this is kind of ending.
Yeah. I mean,
another tradition is we get food first. So that's always awesome.
Okay, the food first is like a perk because that happens at like our dance banquets and stuff. We get the food first, and I'm always like,
it's a perk.
Yup. Do you guys plan to do any band related stuff in college or where are you at? And Lily, you can answer this too because I'm sure you've started to kind of think about what you want to do.
I am keeping an open mind, but I don't really plan on it. I think I'm going to focus on my studies, but I do want to keep music in my life, maybe minor in something in music and stay in orchestras or symphonies for viola.
Yeah.
I'm definitely in the same boat. Like it's not in my plan, but I definitely want to keep music in my life and, keep practicing and, stick with it in some way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going to do anything music related in college or anything, but right now I'm a worship leader at my church. So
that's cool.
That's just one way to keep music in my life right now.
Yeah. I feel like it's like, it would be really hard to let it go, but I have a few specific questions. You guys kind of touched on each of them already, but I'm going to start with Luis. So you talked a little bit about coming in and singing Rocket Man like so late in the season, but when you found out you were going to have to do that, what were kind of your emotions you felt coming into it?
Yeesh. I mean, it was like a privilege to me, but at the same time, I kind of like wanted Ellie and Melis to keep it just because I just didn't want to, can you say like take it away from them?
Yeah.
Yeah, like take it away from them. But yeah, I was really appreciative to Mueller because I mean, it's my last year and it's just a memory that I'm going to have forever.
And then Lily, can you go into a little bit more what color guard is and like what practices look like and stuff like that? Because I feel like a lot of people don't really know what you guys are or what you guys do. And I just want to make sure people do know. And
yeah. So at the end of every school year, we hold auditions, and usually it has a dance portion and a flag portion to see where people are on both aspects. Since my freshman year with that Level Up show, we really wanted to add more dance into the color guard to make it more shifted that way. So once people make the team, we do the mini band camp with the rest of the band at the beginning of the summer. And then near the end of July, this year, we decided to start learning the drill, like where to go on the field during the show.
Yeah.
And then we slowly started adding in choreography with the flags and then deciding based on music and kind of logistics of the show what we were going to do with like ribbons and other kinds of flags. But it's just a lot of cleaning, and it took a lot of time away from the band. Like we weren't always with them. Like we spent time just working on our own stuff and then coming back and just trial and error through the whole season.
Yeah. No, thank you. That's pretty cool. And then Brynn, so I know you said you would be drum major any day, but does a part of you wish you were playing in the show?
Oh, yes. I've had a couple practices and I'm up there and I get flashbacks of Level Up or Serengeti, and I'm like, dang, I kind of missed that.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, and Serengeti was cool to be in character, even though it was, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fun. I miss it. I do miss it from time to time, but I do like being a drum major too.
So what exactly does the drum major camp do? Does every drum major have to go to it, or
every drum major should?
Okay.
It's advised. It's very heavily like you really should go do this.
Yeah.
But I like drum major camp. They teach you how to conduct, how to keep time, salutes. They help you make your salute. I loved my drum major camp. Command the field. Oh my goodness. I had a group of drum majors and a couple section leaders.
Yeah.
And I still talk to them, and we still have that bond. And I saw at least TCA's drum major.
Yeah.
I saw him at almost every competition because they were 2A. So, and always got to say hi. And
yeah.
Oh, I loved it so much. We swam in the pool. We conducted in the pool at UNC. Oh, it was great. I would go back.
That sounds like a ton of fun. Camps like that are always so special, especially when you are able to build bonds with people like that. So it's really good. And so if you guys had to go back and pick a favorite show, what would you pick, you think? Like, or is that really hard? Because I feel like all your shows were kind of different. Because your freshman year, you probably started with zombies, right? And then it was Level Up.
I don't
Serengeti.
think any of us did.
None of
zombies.
us were.
None of us were in zombies.
Okay.
So we've actually all done band for the same amount of time.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Well, that's fun. But I would choose between Level Up or the show this year.
Yeah.
I just really loved Level Up. I think about it all the time. I miss Amber, our drum major.
Yeah.
She guided me a lot during this like learning time, and even afterwards I felt kind of an emptiness after that.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I didn't have much else of a purpose after the season was over. But I reached out to her and I was like, hey, did you feel this? She's like, yeah, I did. So I always had her to talk to, and she was always a friend to everyone. And just Level Up in general, there were just a lot of cool people. I miss everybody. It was a lot of fun. Movement 2 especially.
Movement
too.
I think I'm probably going to have to pick Level Up. I adore this show. I love Space Cowboys. But I remember being so skeptical of Level Up and being like, video games? What? And then they added in such cool music, and I love the design of the show so much. And then I'm kind of biased because it was my first show.
Yeah, I think some of that is you're always going to hold like a special bond with your first show too. So, but yeah, no, Level Up was definitely a really cool show.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Level Up too. I mean, it was a pretty good show, but I think Serengeti, just because, I mean, that was like the only time you have like an actual choir. Like I had some of my choir buddies in there, and I just really loved that.
Yeah, that was
fun.
Yeah, that was a really cool show too.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've liked all the shows that have been done. So your guys' favorite was Level Up. Did you guys get to see the other band that did it this year?
Oh, yes.
I didn't get a chance to see them all the way through, but I did hear it. And when I don't even remember where we were. I think it was at our very first competition at Harrison.
Yeah.
And I heard the music and my ears perked up. I was like, what am I hearing right now? What is this? And I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool that they're doing the same one.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
I heard that too, and I was like, wait, I know what that is. And later Bueller was like, yeah, our writer, he sold the show. And I was like,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
That they sold it.
Like, I have no problem with that. It just kind of shocked me for a minute. I didn't think he would.
I was surprised that they didn't wait a 4-year period. Like, you know, like I was surprised that it didn't like wait that long, but I was like, okay, I love that that's like circulating. Like,
I also met their drum majors, and they were wearing Mario and Luigi hats, and they were really sweet. And I loved them so much.
No, it was definitely different than like your guys' Level Up, but it was still cool to see another band do it.
It's fun to see it come alive again.
Yeah.
It's fun to see it brought back, resurrected.
Like, that's also something really cool and unique about band shows is that even if the music is reused again, your exact drill is never going to be used again, which is so cool. And then like a little heartbreaking to be doing it the last time. He's like, this is the last time it's ever going to be done.
Yeah. So I have a few more questions for you guys. One of them kind of goes off of like themes of shows and stuff. If you could pick any theme of show ever to do, what would you pick? And Lily, what are you hoping the theme of the show is next year?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I think I liked, so there was a show this year, a Hadestown one.
That one was really good.
I'm biased because I do theater, but I think a theater show would be really cool. Like something of that.
Can you guys do a Hamilton?
Hamilton.
That'd be so cool.
That'd be so funny. I think if I ever did a show, I'd do some, I don't know. See, Copacabana. The song Copacabana.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's a perfect song to march to play, to act out. And it's a 6-minute long song, but it'd probably be like a snippet. But I'd do anything based around Copacabana.
Okay.
Just put it in a show somewhere. I don't
Put
care
it in a
how.
show. I don't care where it is. Put Copacabana in the show. Put it on the field.
I have a new answer.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this question for so long.
Luis stays up. He's
yes,
like,
I do. I really do.
Show.
So I would name it Arabian Nights because I would I love Arabian music, and I feel like in every show we've had like an Arabian part-ish because on Level Up, was it the
Somebody get Mueller on the phone. Get this on the field.
So I just think it would be cool to have like a Arabian desert theme show.
No, that would actually be really cool.
My new answer is I would want a Teen Beach Movie-esque
show.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be so cool. And I would love it. I mean, I would.
I mean, Teen Beach is one of my favorite movies, so you would not catch me complaining. I'd be like, okay. And then my final question for you guys is, what advice would you give to kids that are questioning whether they should join band or just unsure if it's the place for them? Any incoming freshmen, basically.
Even if you don't think band's your place, band's definitely your place. You find your place. It's the people that make it awesome. You find bonds that you want to last a lifetime. I mean, if music makes you happy and you have that goal to be a better musician, I think band is your place because everybody has that goal.
Yeah.
They want to be better. They want to be great. They want to win this competition, and it's a shared goal, and it feels good to have a shared goal with all these kinds of people. And you can't affect scores in marching band like sports. You get the score you get, and you have to take it. And I think it's awesome. I think band's a great community.
I think definitely for people who want to find community, it's the place to go. I mean, even if you don't have any experience in music, there are people that learned their instrument by the time they started doing it. And there's a place for everybody, and you can make it far. And I think it's just for people who want something to commit to and want something to strive to be better in.
I mean, I would say to go for it. You know what I mean? At least for a year, try it. See if you like it. The most probable thing is that you'll stay in it because it's just the bonds that you form with people, and you just have, like Brynn said, the same goal, and then you become addicted to that. You know what I mean? Striving for that next thing.
Yeah. No, that makes total sense. I think it's such an awesome community, and I'm not gonna lie, this year watching my brother do it, I was like, I should have joined Color Guard or something because it's so awesome, and I have so many friends that are a part of it, and I'm like, oh, I wish I would have done something. But yeah.
Band is a contract you sign. Most of the time, band kids who get into band, they don't leave band.
Yeah.
It's like you're held there against your will. Even if you want to quit, most of the time you're like, oh.
He's like, so
I mean, if you really want to.
Yeah.
But I'm going to change around your entire class schedule so you can be in band. So.
Yeah, no. I am so honored you guys decided to come on today and talk to me a little bit about this.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
It's been great.
This is so fun.
I was really excited. I know Luis really wanted this interview since last year.
Interview the band.
Well, I did Malia and Alana last year, and that was really fun. But this year, I was extra excited to do it since you guys won state, and I was like, okay, this is perfect. And Luis kept telling me, just wait till after state, just wait till after state. Because I was like, are you sure you don't want to do it before state? And he's like, no, wait. And
remember 2 minutes ago when he was like, yeah, no, I don't go into any competition thinking we're going to win.
He's
but
lying.
wait till after state.
But wait till after state.
Thank you guys so much. Again, I'm Bellina Cipriani.
I'm Brynn Hambric.
I'm Lily Oringdulph.
I'm Eliza Arreola.
And this is the Pueblo County Sports Experience signing off. Thank you guys so much for supporting us and watching our videos. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and go follow us on our social medias. And we'll see you next time.